morning. Adam is struggling to survive as he's thrown in to Napoleon's Grand Army as they march to invade Moscow. Now Adam, he's a 16-year-old farmhand who has been farming for this guy for many years. One morning he wakes up as the farmer tells him he has to come with him. He's taking him into town and he has no idea what is going on. He finds out that he's actually being thrown into the army because the farmer doesn't want to send his son into the army. He wants to keep him at home so he can take over the family business. When Adam finally realizes what's happening, he meets Sergeant Kruder, who at first is so mean to him because he's his assistant. He has to do what he says. But they eventually become really good friends, which really helps Adam through this time because he doesn't know when his next meal is going to be, when is he going to sleep, and when is this awful part of his life ever going to be over. So, I'm just going to read a little excerpt from the book. Eventually, we do encounter some people. Old women and small children. They stand around looking terrified. Too many soldiers had already been there before us, an old woman says. The soldiers took everything and left them to starve. Who cares? Hisses the lieutenant. It's every man for himself. And besides, our regiment is part of the Grand Army, which is to conquer Russia, and we can't do that without food. Even the foraging troops catch the last chicken, looks through the woodshed, and finds a small sack of corn. I look my lieutenant in the eyes, and then I see that it's not easy for him to take the last bit of food from these poor people. What was this Napoleon thinking of? Every farmer knows that a horse needs to eat so and so much, and if people have to eat so and so much. Napoleon should have done his sums ahead of time, and then he would have understood that his Grand Army could be expected to get through. So just in this little excerpt, you can see how Adam and his friends in the army are struggling just to find food to be able to eat, let alone the clothing they have to wear. They are given one outfit to wear the whole time that they're on their way to Moscow. So Adam he gets to wash it whenever he can find a river to wash it in. The food is so sparse that they'll take anything they can get. So for Adam, he doesn't know if he's ever going to get out of this. He knows that there are a lot of things he wants to do with his life, and he has to find some way to cling on to those to be able to get through this. And him and Sergeant Kruder come together and become really good friends so they can survive this awful thing. The book is An Innocent Soldier by Josef Holub, and here's the cover. Thank you.